Alright, hello, gang. Can y'all hear me? Am I audible? Hello, Andrew. Hello, Super Dark. Hello, everyone else happens to be in the chat. Welcome to Fridays with Flower once again. My first stream since the 5-hour iCarly video dropped. Oh god. So, I finished season 1 of Victorious today. Season 1 made me want to die. Oh, I'm a little quiet. Hang on. Let me amplify it just a little more. There we go. Thank you for your condolences, Super Dark. Though you know the pain I've had to go through. One season down, 3 to go. Yeah. But I don't have to worry about the other 3 seasons yet. I have my own shit to worry about now. Anyway. I figured today, because I feel like it, we're going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. That's literally the only reason why. So let's play. Can y'all see and hear it? I'm just adjusting my own volume right now. Hey, Arct, welcome. Okay, it did not full screen. No, it did. It did. I'm just gonna close out some extraneous tabs. I can see but not hear. Okay. Ah, I see what the problem is. 1 second. I see what the problem. Nope, that's not it. Thank you, Andrew. I'm probably only going to be playing this once, by the way. Oh, y'all can hear it now? What the fuck's going on with this shit, then? So, hello, Albert. Can y'all hear the game? Can y'all hear the game proper? Or is my software being bad? Am I going in blind? No. I'm pretty sure most people by now know what Doki Doki Literature Club is. And I've seen playthroughs of it. I know what happens. Ugh. Hang on, I have an idea. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's say... Yeah, I know it died. Ah, God, this is a nightmare. Unless if... Theoretically... Swear to God this worked earlier. Nope. That ain't it. There we go. Can y'all hear the game now? I hope y'all can hear the game now. I think I figured it out. Thank fuck. That took too long. I am so sorry, y'all. Alright. I'm just seeing, like... Because, again, I'm probably only going to be playing this once. I'm just going to see how far in this game I can get. Especially since last week or so, they announced that they're doing an extended edition. So, new game. Please enter name. I'll go with, Flowey. Nah, I'll just go with Flower, whatever. Also, by the way, I am under the assumption that everyone here knows the whole deal with Doki Doki Literature Club. So, yeah. There's gonna be Doki Doki Literature Club spoilers, gang. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hi, I'm Flower the Flower. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you, Super Dark. I know the twists, I know the turns, I know the dark, dark shit that's gonna happen. But I haven't played it proper. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! Ah! I have like a bit of alcohol I need to get rid of as well, so I'm just trying to drink it through. Ha! Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me! Baka! That's mean, Flower! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Ew. Fine, fine. The twist of this only work if you're like already way into the game. And like you don't know the twists beforehand. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Also, I know I'm pronouncing the Japanese names wrong. Please forgive me. It's a force of habit. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Flower, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. Oh, sorry, this is me. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Might as well save real quick. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Me in high school. Except I did do a couple clubs in high school. Only a couple. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Okay, I did not remember that part. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Have any of y'all actually seen the trailer for the extended cut of Doki Doki Literature Club? Because it like leaned into the whole horror shit, but in a very cutesy way. Like, you'll scream at all the poetry you can do, or some shit like that. It was pretty fun. Because, like, at this point, everyone knows what the twists of Doki Doki Literature Club are. Okay, when they told me this game is a specific personal attack on the people who like the genre, I didn't expect it to be this blatant. This game was also developed by the software Ren'Py, which is a software where you can make like your own visual novels. Fun fact. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head, ooh-woo. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I want more anime horror games than our Yandere simulator. I bet you that all the parts of the iCarly miniseries are going to be out before Yandere Simulator is released. Clip that! I'm making that bet. The school day is ordinary as ever, it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom, brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department. Would y'all be interested in a stream where I just play a bunch of games from the Ren'Py software? Because it's like open source. It's not hard to get your hands on a couple games from it. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to weigh up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start up a new club. There's a game once that I played on the Ren'Py software where you try to seduce Hatsune Miku. There's some weird shit. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, who the fuck is calling me? Hang on. Okay, I'm back. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. This is not the first time someone has called me midstream, okay? It's happened before and it's gonna happen again. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Eee. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Flower! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Who would have thought? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Saori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Flower. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... you too, Monica. Come, sit down, Flower. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Saori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Saori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Saori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Yeah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Saori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Saori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances. Sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. After watching like 19 episodes of Victorious, I can't help but wonder if that's a sexual thing. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Saori said, well, maybe. But not for, you dummy. How long am I gonna keep up with this Natsuki voice? It's murdering me. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Everything is sexual if you say it right. I mean, that's a fair point. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. And that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Saori. I mean, it doesn't matter in the end because you know. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Saori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. What did I click on? It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I could keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Oh, Jesus Christ. My reading skills have gotten rusty. So, Flower, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Joke's on you, Game Flower. I love to read. Manga. I haven't read manga in a long time. I still haven't finished Death Note, and I still say that's my favorite. I don't think I've properly finished a manga in my life. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. A far cry from the days of weekly readings of Crystal Smith. I haven't even, seen what Crystal Smith has been up to as of late. I've done all of the royalty videos that I've wanted to do, so I've dropped that ball. I do plan on making a video about Martha Louise of Norway, but that's taking a different direction. Because I don't want to focus on her royaltiness, I want to focus on her parapsychology. If you catch my drift there. If any of y'all have fanfiction recommendations, I'd be glad to hear them. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Foreshadowing. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Just search any YouTuber on Wattpad. Last time I did that, I got into diaper fetishes. I'm not doing that again. And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sarah explains up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Bow chicka wow chip chicka wow wow bow chicka bow down chicka wow wow. Well, as I've said before, I really don't want to do another Flowers fanfiction theater until I find something that gives me the joy that Swedish American Royal Love Story did. Once I find one, Flowers fanfiction theater is back. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Well, why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? Jesus Christ. You know, I think part of it is the fact that I have to do all these voices. Because I'm making myself. I'm a voice actress now! We're just chasing the dragon at this point. Yeah. I know. But Swedish American Royal Love Story is a tough act to follow. And I don't want to do the Queen Adam Lambert fanfiction until I reach a specific Patreon goal. Okay? Okay. Also, the writer has since deleted that story from her Wattpad, and it's on my other computer, but shh. I would love a dub of Death Note with these voices. Death Note, but I voice all the characters. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yeri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems! We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone! Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Flower? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... Flower? I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Hey, Talbot, welcome. We're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. We're not going to be doing the whole game because, you know, I only went to play this once, but we're going to poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. I'm going to save here. Monica looks over at me once more. Flower, I look forward to seeing how you can express yourself. Yeah. The fuck happened outside? I heard some banging out there. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Yes. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat. Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Flower, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. You know, I would play Yandere Simulator on here, but it's banned on Twitch, so yeah. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. It's literally leaning on the fourth wall right now. How is this not sus? Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, gang, who should we write for? Should we write for Sayori, Natsuki, or Yuri? My personal favorite character is Natsuki, but what do y'all want? Who do y'all want me to write for? They banned the whole, yeah, they banned the whole of Yandere Simulator. And Yandere does spend a very long time complaining about it. Alright, I'm just gonna write for whomever. So we'll go with, shopping. Cute. Pout. We're just... I love how it's easy to pick, like, who's who. Whom's be whom. Yeah, I'll do Natsuki. Playground. Vibrant. Nope, that's Yuri. Imagination. Fuck! Anime. Nibble. Silly. Fuck! Dance. Fucking hell! Party. Oh, come on! Kid. No. Kitty. Puppy. Fluffy. Massacre. Rainbow. Fuck. Anxiety. Oh, come on. Candy. Firefly. Ugh. Lollipop. Kawaii. Hi again, Flower. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Come on. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Flower. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you.
making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking! Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Flower can become good friends too.
So Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
But wait, Sayori? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Then never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
And we could, you know, bow chicka bow bow chicka bow 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 chicka bow bow bow.
Discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You don't look... You looking for something in here? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
You're an otaku.
What's that supposed to mean? No, I gotta do it on my Cat Valentine voice. What's that supposed to mean? I cannot do the Cat Valentine voice. I apologize. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box.
I'm not gonna do the voices anymore. Fuck it, it's making me die. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. I'm gonna save. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Flower. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colored colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there! Ooh,
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable?
I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work! We can't read at the same time like that!
And why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. We have thou officially wooed Natsuki.
Don't just say that, Baka. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Relatable. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing, Patrick Bow. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peeling over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning?
Huh? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really.
Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series.
Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing has really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Is this supposed to be a reference to Fruits Basket? I have never read Fruits Basket, nor do I have any intention of reading Fruits Basket. It just sounds a lot like Fruits Basket. Because that's like the slice of life anime manga that comes off the top of my head. Fruits Basket. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously! You'd think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean,
well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning, it's about simple things. No, Fruits Basket starts different. Please enlighten me on Fruits Basket, Super Dark. I only know that it's a manga anime and that it's slice of life. Like, there's a really funny chapter where we're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you to get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. Is this supposed to be a metaphor for what's supposed to be happening in this romance simulator? Because I feel like it is.
There are so many touching parts.
Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean?
She's basically Cat from Victorious. God. Victorious has ruined me. Wow. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Bow chicka bow.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. Fruits Basket is like a girl moves in with this big family of people, cursed with zodiac relationships, so when they're touched by another gender, they turn into their zodiac. Wait, what? What? That's what Fruits Basket's about? What? Fruits Basket tells the story of Toru Honda, an orphan girl who, after meeting Yuki Kyo and Shigure Soma, learns that 12 members of the Soma family are possessed by the animals of the Chinese zodiac and are cursed to turn into their animal forms when they are weak, stressed, or when they are embraced by anyone of the opposite sex that is not possessed by a spirit of the zodiac. What the fuck? Okay, I did not know that. Interesting. This is just a guess, but there is a lot of Is there a lot of bacon in this manga? It's literally called Parfait Girls. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Sure, Jan. Sure. So the vibe I'm getting is that Act 1 is very, very boring to those who aren't into dating simulators. And then Act 2 is when it actually gets good. Because right now, I'm just kind of bored by all this high school drama. So what I'm saying is, what if we try and get to the juicy part as soon as we can? And meanwhile, I can, I don't know, answer questions about the iCarly video or whatever. Yeah, let's do that. Like I would never get to anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Ah! Definitely not a coincidence. She's projecting. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Yeah, I've ran out of gas for this. Yeah. But yeah, well, we're getting to that. Let's, ask me questions about whatever. I'll answer them. Oh, we got to, this image still of Natsuki. Nice, we did it. I finished a couple chapters at this point. ...
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not! Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. But I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends, or one friend, to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? Ask me things! I don't want to keep having to read the dialogue! That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Wheeeee? Could you not rub it in, Baka? Jeez. Sorry. So, how long did you have to keep the iCarly thing under wraps? I wasn't really required to keep the stuff under wraps. I did it by choice, mostly because I wanted that to be a surprise. And B, I really wanted to I was like, for a large portion of that, I was also doing a summer class, so I kind of just had a lot on my plate and not enough time to really, like, talk about it. I mean, you started big posting about it on Twitter, but it seemed like you just went nuts from outside. I mean, yeah, it did. I was kind of just like hinting at that because I had to rewatch some of iCarly to edit. And that was certainly an experience because iCarly in and of itself is an experience. But to answer your question, Albert, I was not required to keep it under wraps. I just did that by choice. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. You just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face, Baka. Alright, time to get rid of this rum. Don't shame me for drinking out of the bottle. There's like very little left. Did you have any part of the Fred video too? No. No. I did not do any editing for the Fred video. That was being edited concurrently with the iCarly video for the most part. So I did nothing for the Fred video. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser. Relatable. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Baka. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Are you done watching the whole series? No. I have not finished watching all of iCarly. I'm only halfway through with that. Any favorite episode? I mean, I consider there are like 2 episodes in season 1 that are alright. I Hatch Chicks and I Have a Lovesick Teacher. A, because they're nostalgic for me, and B, because they're actually kind of funny. So I guess those are my favorite episodes. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? For reference, that as a character named Minori. And I know the stream's fucking up. I'm sorry, gang. I don't know what's going on. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Yeah, stream is suffering. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, gang. I don't know what's going on with that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it is a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ha ha ha. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sights herself a good 12 inches away from me. That's a full foot. Feet. God damn it. What have you done to me, Dan Schneider? Since you said those episodes were nostalgic to you, did you want to run your own iCarly type show growing up? Not like iCarly type show. What I wanted was to just gain some degree of internet fame. Did you know that Kizbop used to let you have accounts? And they did like this star search thing for a couple years, and I submitted a video of me singing every year, and it was always to a song that, you know, nobody knows because I'm a weird kid. I was a weird kid. But yeah, I did want to be a web star, just not in the iCarly sense. If you get my gist. But yeah, Kids Bop used to let you have accounts on Kids Bop. They don't anymore. They gave a free Wheeeee to the millionth member. I don't know who that was, but hopefully those are never made public. Oh, Kids Bop has probably purged all of that by now. They don't like have that whatever. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. I'm gonna refill my water real quick. Please keep asking me iCarly questions, by the way. It's really fun to answer them. It's a lot more fun than this boring drama shit. Are you wearing a Hot Wheels shirt? No, I am not. This is part of the At All Costs collection by Mischief. And I got severe FOMO when it was dropped, so I bought it. It was $43, hence the $43. I just picked the one I felt like I would wear, and it was this one that looks like Hot Wheels. It's not a Hot Wheels shirt, though. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. That's why torrentine exists. Flower I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Of course, real life Flower has. You're not seeing those poems though, they're fucking embarrassing. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! If you had to live the rest of your life as one of the main or recurring characters of iCarly, who would you it rather be? That's a tricky question. Personally, I would go with Carly because she has the most stable home life of the gang. Like, Sam has a very neglectful mother, and Freddy's mother is too much into his life, so I feel like with Carly, I'll have a stable enough home to, you know, do shit. I made a regards to the iCarly video, by the way, questions, but I'll answer iCarly questions too. iCarly video and iCarly proper questions. Okay? Oh, I can use the space bar to skip. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, since I and the audience agreed that we shall woo Natsuki, we're gonna show it to Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Then never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? God, this game is so good at, like, luring you into a false sense of security. Like, saying, oh, it's just a normal romance simulator, but then it just... wham! Horror game! That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ew! Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours is really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you know. I hope you're happy that you hurt your cause forever. I hope you think you're clever. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. And that's all I know. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Ask me iCarly questions or iCarly video questions. I am having fun answering them. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world we're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. That kid must really hate me or something. Oh, fuck, I hit something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that you like my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Who is your most trusty companion while working on iCarly? Johnny Walker or Captain Morgan? What are you referring to, Super Dark? Okay, serious question though, how hard was it to stay sober for it? While watching iCarly, it was very tempting. And with Victoria's, I grabbed the rum, I grabbed the vodka. It was really, really... iCarly was difficult to watch while sober, but not nearly as difficult as it was to watch Victoria's sober. And I had to watch the season finale today sober. It was miserable! It had Mpreg stuff in it! Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Lol. Victorious is atrocious on a... Yes! Exactly, Super Dark. Victorious is atrocious on a whole different level. Like... Mpreg! The season finale had Mpreg in it! Like, not literal Mpreg, but... blatant Mpreg references. It was bad. But it's the sacrifices I make! Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? You're right, so I wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeking everyone around you do gay things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. At what point do you think Dan Schneider convinced himself he was untouchable during production of either series? Don't know the answer for that iCarly-wise, but Victorious-wise, it would be the penultimate episode of Season 1, which is a film by Dale Springle or some shit. I don't remember the name. But it was basically about a character with a name similar to Dan Schneider's being a bitch initially to Tori and them, and then having his own redemption arc at the very end. So, I feel like at that point, Schneider knew he was untouchable, but he's been untouchable ever since Zoe 101 and Drake and Josh and all that shit got, popular. Because episode 12 of season 1, in broadcast order, by the way, not production order, is so cursed. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you how fucking cursed it is. You're gonna have to figure that shit out yourself. It's bad. It's bad!
Also, I decided, fuck it, we're gonna continue this game. We're gonna finish this day, and then we're gonna stop for today. Episode 12 of Victorious. In broadcast order, not production order. Because Season 1 of Victorious's broadcast order does not match his production order. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but as Tsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should we show our poem to next? Fuck it, we're showing it to Sayori. Your poem, Flower. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Yeah, I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it too seriously. I don't care. I don't care about you, Sayori. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to keep me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play, or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's secret, but I trust you too, but if it wasn't for you, I would sleep forever, but I am not bad, I want breakfast. Skip, skip, skip. It won't let me skip. I don't care about all this romance bullshit. I only care about what's gonna happen later. Happens best when you don't manage the novel part. Do you want me to find that visual novel about the guy that tries to seduce Hatsune Miku? Because if you want, I'll look for it. Skip, 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 skip. I don't care. Oh, here's your poem. The ghost under a light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate from the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green light of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air is present, but living in the past, the life flickens, I flicker back. Skip, 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 skip. Monica, of course, is the only option left. Skip, 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 skip. I like it. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Woo, 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 woo. Hole in wall. It should have been me. See the direction the sparkle produced. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. My appearance I for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever to anything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Alright, let's finish this. I didn't realize how boring the romance part of the Doki Doki Literature Club was. I always thought it was just, you know, at least interesting enough for the mainstream, but this is so fucking boring. Why is the glory hole poem in there? She looked at the screen. Yeah, I'm under the impression that that's a metaphor for her realizing that, you know, she's a video game character because this is that kind of game. Oh no. Is this a fight scene? Overwrite save, whatever. Oh, this is that fight scene. Whatever. Okay, we're stopping here. All right, gang. Whatever. We're stopping here. Fuck it. Fuck it. Good night.
Music